Oh boy, we haven't been radioactive enough today, have we? 11-year-old boy dances in drag at a gay bar. If he were a girl, his parents would be arrested. If he was not gay, yes, his parents would be arrested and charged, and this gay bar would be shut down. It's because of his victimology, because he's drag. It's okay. You know, we're not making the kid into a basic prostitute. People aren't shoving money down his G-string, and they're just throwing at him on stage. Like, oh my God, this is disgusting. It really, really is. The Daily Wire ran a story yesterday about an 11-year-old boy who dances in drag and shows at shows at gay bars. Video of the recent performance made its way to the internet, and it's about as infuriating and revolting as you might imagine. The child, Desmond, dances on stage in a wig, makeup, and a crop top as crowds of adult men cheer and shout and throw dollar bills. We do have that video. We will play that for you right now because I think it is so important. Everybody sees this. This is how your left is carrying on right now. Alright. So Desmond, despite the fact that he's in 5th or 6th grade, has apparently been on the drag circuit for years. He's appeared in drag music video clips at the age of 6 and has been on the scene ever since, receiving glowing media coverage all the while. As American Prime Minister, I'm getting that wrong, notes, Desmond's parents have found creative ways to monetize their child's sexual exploitation. Desmond merchandise will soon be available to anyone deranged enough to buy it. I should note and need to explain why this is all quite sickening and evil. A child is being sexually abused right in front of our eyes, and many people in the culture are applauding it while it happens. Anyone who fails to see the problem with the situation probably too perverse and demented to be reached by any kind of logic or moral argument. But if I were to try and explain the self-evident, I would simply offer this thought experiment. Imagine that Desmond was a girl, not a boy in girl's clothes, but an actual girl. Imagine it was an 11-year-old girl dancing sexually at a bar while a bunch of adult men hooted and hollered and tossed dollar bills in her direction. Drag shows are basically just burlesque for gay men. So let's say this is a middle school burlesque dancer performing for drunken men at a club and bars around New York. Do you think that such a sight would be applauded by anyone aside from the pedophiles in attendance? Do you think that today's show would gush as they did for Desmond? Meet the 10-year-old burlesque kid taking over social media with an inspiring message. No, of course not. If any young girl were ever trapezed on stage in such a context, the establishment would be raided by the police, every adult in the building would be arrested, and the parents would go to prison and lose custody. You would have to dive deep into the darkest, grooviest fringes of the internet to find anyone who would whisper even a word of support for the 6th grade girl's striptease acts. As it happens, you need only turn to the news network or check the Daily Beast to find accusations heaped generously on heads of Desmond abusers. There are no moral differences at all between the imaginary scenario described above. The case of the 11-year-old drag kid is especially the same thing. Those who believe the fidelity of gender should especially agree that exactly as the same thing. Sexual exploitation of a boy by gay men is accepted and celebrated simply because gay men are protected class. Which yet another reason to do away with those kind of designations and treat everyone equally, not protect those class of victims just because people in this class, the people involved, parents, spectators, club owners, and despicable abusers. Okay, so that's their view. What's mine? I happen to agree with a lot of what they're saying here. If Desmond was a 11-year-old girl, and say this 11-year-old girl was dancing on a stage at some club, some strip club, whatever it may be, that club would be raided, it would be shut down, the parents would lose custody, everybody would be going to jail. The only reason why Desmond can get away with doing this and why these gay men are not racked over the coals and castrated is because at the end of the day, they're a protected class. They're, quote, gay men, and we don't want to offend anybody, so we're not going to talk about this. In fact, we're going to actually encourage this because it's great to see minorities. It's great to see empowerment, so to speak, and that's what they believe. But at the end of the day, this itself is sick. This itself is disgusting. And this itself is a 11-year-old kid prancing around while gay men, adult men, throw money on a stage while he dances on stage. That to me is pedophilic. That to me is disgusting. And that to me should be a club that's shut down. He is frigging 11. If the kid was 18 or whatever legal age it was over in the US, I wouldn't have a problem with it, right? He's adult, he can make his own choices. But at the end of the day, seeing an 11-year-old kid do this, and this is not the first time that we've seen this with this Desmond, is amazing. He has been in the papers in the past because he's been on lingerie companies or companies that put him in lingerie. This is pedophilic. This is disgusting. And these clubs need to be raked over the coals. Where the hell is the police department? Where the hell are the social justice warrior mobs going on about how sick and deprived... Oh, wait, that's right. They're the ones cheering this on. You know, it really does kind of make you wonder when you have to turn to the Christian left to find morals. Right? And I'm not having a shot at Christians when I say that, so don't take that the wrong way. But at the end of the day, considering the left always claims that the Christians are immoral, you know, they're disgusting, blah, blah, blah. And you look at the left, you look at people sitting there going on about an 11-year-old kid dressed in drag, dancing on stage while grown men throw money at him. And you're sitting there thinking, you're calling the people on the right immoral? Holy shit. Like, yeah, look, I find this whole thing fucking disgusting. I really, really do. And at the end of the day, it's shit like this that makes me not want to vote Democrat. It's shit like this that makes me sit there and think, you know what? Fucking Bush weren't so bad after all. I can sort of sympathise with a little bit with Bush here. Don't get me wrong, I still think he was an ass. But at the end of the day, at least he wasn't putting an 11-year-old kid on a stage to dance for money. But I don't know, guys. I know your thoughts are in the comment section below. What is your thoughts on Desmond is amazing? Do you think this is pedophilic? Do you think at the end of the day that this is absolutely disgusting? Or do you think that this is absolutely okay? Are you completely fine with an 11-year-old kid dancing on a stage while people throw money at him? Because I tell you what, No, that's just wrong. It's so fucking wrong. The people that are cheering this on, you need help. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.